Philosopher A.D. Jones, a Grand Ascension. Hi. I want to say I'm proud of y'all for recognizing and realizing what's going on with the black ornaments and black dolls that's inside the stores. We're not going to call them melanated because they do not have, they might have the color, but they don't have our pigmentation nor DNA or DEA. So I'm proud of y'all for understanding what the possible agenda could be with those dolls. Good job. But I want to talk to y'all about uh, dancing and an art form that was created back in the day along with music. I don't want to say the name, but it's about rhyming and spray painting and dancing. Y'all know what it is. It starts with the H. Right. Right, exactly. So for those that understand the origin and for those that was actually in the era of start with an H, then another H. It was more about early on, prior to rhyming and rapping, it was more about breakdancing. I remember me personally and my friends, when I first saw the art form, we instantly was going in dumpsters, getting boxes, cutting them in half and opening them up and then taping them together and putting a cardboard box on the ground with our sweatsuits on. What's a sweatsuit? Look it up. Sweatsuits on, and our hats on, spinning on our knees, spinning on our hands, doing the crab. You know what I'm saying? Back spinning. Some people was windmilling, knee spinning, all that. It was a great art form. Like, it was beautiful to actually experience it in real time. And I'll get more into detail at another time. But it's a dance. It's an art form that has so much history, so much energy. And they say NNHH was started by us. Of course it was. Of course. But I remember other cultures at the same time involved, literally, with the spray painting and the dancing and stuff. Where I'm from, Cincinnati, it was only niggas. I'm going to just keep it real. So all I saw was niggas. But out of respect of the origins of where it came from, there were all different kind of cultures. So I'm quite sure other cultures engage at the early part of it. I'm not saying the inception, but the early part of it. Okay? That's what I do know from my personal observation. For anybody that was actually there in the place where it originated, they could tell you. So I can't tell you the exact people that was there. But I can tell you early on, I'm literally talking about like literally when it hit. You know what I'm saying? All I saw was this. And another culture was portrayed on TV as well. So I saw that they were definitely present. So respect to everybody. So this ain't one of them kind of videos. But what I want to say is this. Now you see it mainstream on the Black Mirror or your tube or whatever you watch. And as they're doing it, now they're monetizing it with emblems on the floor. The emblems on the floor could mean a lot of things. Some call them logos, some call them whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say what they are. I ain't going to say what they not. But what I do know is a corporation is an entity and a demon is an entity. That's what I do know. And for a corporation to sponsor the art form that has a lot of energy behind it, they can't get our melanin. They disconnected from our melanin. So technically, I'm kind of talking to the other culture as well, but that ain't none of my business. But what I want to say is this to the melanated. Listen, they got you dancing on top of emblems from a corporation. And they're paying you this that has emblems on it that's representing energy. Okay? And they're televising it everywhere. So other people's energy could become fixated on it, which means harnessed. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm also not saying it's good. Because, everybody likes, they look at it, ooh, it's having fun. We brought it to the mainstream. Yeah, and people in the audience is, giving it energy. Yeah. But what I want to say is, kudos to the individuals that, want to get the art form out there or whatnot. But for the melanated, it ain't happening. There is no harnessing the energy from our dancing. Ain't no harnessing the energy from our break dancing. Ain't no harnessing the energy from our ancestors that helped created the art form. There ain't no manifestations from it from the emblems on the floor because that's nature. You might have a picture of it, but it's still nature. So the universe told me to tell you, just because you have an emblem of nature, you're cut off from harnessing any energy from nature as well. Because it's not natural. You're an entity. Okay? Nature is an actual is a natural creation. Okay? And I understand how demonic forces work. They want to get inside of the natural creation to harness it. And your picture on the floor, hey, nice artwork. I'm not knocking it. Hey, it looks good for your organizations. But there will be no harnessing from nature in no corporation from natural walking nature. Anything that nature created, there will be no more harnessing in your emblems. Or art forms by the melanated, null and void. Null and void. No more harnessing. There is none. Create your own thing. Create your own, because the symbols that all of your entities are using is from the melanated. No more harnessing from none of our emblems. No countries can harness from our emblems. You can't harness from nothing from nature. You're cut off. Okay? You're cut. You have to actually use your own brain that you've been given to create something that hasn't been seen before and put your own energy into it. Or whoever else's, but it's not going to be the melanateds. You're literally cut off from nature. You're not harnessing from no more nature. You could have a picture of I ain't going to say it because it's a picture of an animal and then put, behind the animal. No. No. It ain't happening. You will harness no more energy from the animal, nothing from nature, and definitely not from the melanated. It's cut off. Not from no sun, not from no clouds, not from no water, not from no animals, not from no trees, not from no grass, not from no ants, not even from no wind, not even from no stars, none of that. It's all cut off, null and void. So, I don't know, you might have to, you can't even use caves because cave rocks was created. Diamonds and all that was created by nature. You cut off from all of that. So the only thing you can really use is pictures of yourself. That's pretty much it. You're going to have to actually use pictures of yourself or your kind, whoever you are. I'm not talking to nobody in specific. Your kind, and use your own energy from your own kind. Because from nature, you've been cut off because is a mutation natural? Not really, but it happens. But I'm just letting you know the universe, it ain't even me. The universe telling me to tell you. You're cut off from nature because you've been abusing nature and using it for the wrong thing. Nature has given you a chance to change your ways around, to use it for good, but you're not. You still want to try to control it and try to harness it. It's over. So you did it. It's karma. You did it to yourself. Cut off from nature. You cut off from the melanated. You cannot harness no energy. You try to put these black dolls in the stores to try to harness in your entities, your big entities that people walk through and get stuff and consume from the entity. No more of that from the melanated. Now, any other race, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But from the melanated, it's a no. From nature, it's a no. Because we nature. We just like all the trees. We one and the same. So you've been cut off. You've had ample time to repent and change, and you still choose not to. You still want this power. That's your, hey, I ain't knocking it. I ain't knocking it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just a messenger and a vessel that is telling you you've been cut off because you won't change. So, that being said, anything else? Now, y'all other races or whatever, creations that want to keep doing it on top of them, the emblems, hey. But the emblems, ain't no connection. None. Even the demonic forces from the other side cannot get into no more nature. The veil is cut. It's closed. Boom. It's over. That's the word for 17 eternities. It's not coming back. It's not coming back. It's not coming back. So back to the drawing board. Get your own people. Get your own people. Use your own creation. Can you even create? Archons can't create. We know this. We know this. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm not here to tell you nothing but what I'm here to tell you. And I mean that's pretty much it. That's the word. Or whatever.